Show me what you're working with. Yeah. Show me what you're working with. Yeah. Show me what you're working with. Yeah. Show me what you're working with. Show me what you're working with. Yeah. Show me what you're working with. Yeah. Show me what you're working with. Yeah. Show me what you're working with. Show me what you're working with. Yeah. Show me what you're working with. Yeah. Show me what you're working with. Yeah. Show me what you're working with.
Good morning. It is Tuesday morning, and this is day 2 of my mobility challenge for the 60 plus. Yeah, I didn't inform you it was a challenge, but I want you to do this every day and continue to do it on a regular basis. Joseph Pilates said that you're only as young as your spine is flexible. Today we're focusing on spine mobility or spinal mobility. It's a short workout. It's not really a workout, it's just mobilizing, setting you up for the day. If anything doesn't feel right, then just back off, check your technique, wait for the next exercise, or just watch and then do it. It'll still be on the Facebook page as long as Facebook allow me to keep it there. So nice and tall through the crown of the head, feet hip bone distance apart. And we're going to start off with a gentle arm swing. Oh, the music stopped. Oh, here we go. So we're going to start to turn that back hand facing away from the body and rotating the shoulders. It's important to mobilize the spine in all the ranges of movement that it was designed for to keep it healthy. Don't forget to breathe and take the head with you. I'm only going to be doing the same thing for another 30 seconds or so. Feel that nice stretch. Let the pelvis move if it wants to, particularly if you have a lower back problem. Hopefully today's little session will help you to relieve any back pain. Last time, back to the center, lateral flexion to the side and lengthen back to the center. Exhale and lengthen. Imagine you're lifting up and over a big beach ball. Lift, flex, keeping those knees soft. If you feel it in the lower back, draw the belly button in slightly and lengthen the tailbone. Let's do 4 more. I hope you're awake. It's really important to focus and concentrate on what you're doing to make sure the movement is safe and effective. Last time, and back to the center. I will be taking the mobility exercises to the floor, but I'm going to show you can do the next few with a chair. So I'm going to start off with the first one using the chair in a 4-point position, and then I'm going to take it to the floor because that's my preferred position to mobilize the spine apart from standing. Have you got your chair? That's the only thing we're using today, and you might need a mat. Have your hands as wide as you can. It depends on the chair, ideally shoulder width apart. I have 75% of the weight on my feet and my knees are soft. Note how the heels are under the hips. So we don't want to be forward with too much pressure on the arms. Starting off with that nice neutral spine, shoulder blades in your back pockets and a nice long neck. We're going to do the cat stretch. We're going to inhale, prepare, neutral spine. Exhale, going into flexion and into extension. Exhale on the flexion. Inhale on the extension, focusing on lumbar flexion. Slower if you want to. Lower back, stretch. Upper back, extend. So inhale, push the breastbone forward. Nice mindful movement. Let's do 4 more. Pull the shoulders back. Tuck under. 3 more. Make sure that most of the weight is still on the feet. Last time, we're going to stay with a round back, scoop in the belly, and roll all the way up. Circle the wrists. So if you are not good at kneeling, stay with that same position on the chair. Otherwise, I'm going to bring it down to the floor. 4-point kneeling. Ideally, box position. Heels of the hands under the shoulders, knees hip bone distance apart. I'm going to do some lateral flexion here. Find your neutral spine. Ribs are closed, nice and long through that neck. I'm going to squeeze my front ribs to my hip bones and back to the center. Other side. Ribs to hip bones, back to center, neutral. Make sure we're not flexing or extending through the spine. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, center. Exhale. We call these doggy tail wags. So nice and easy. Yeah, good. 4 more. So the head's moving as well. 3 more. Abdominals lifted slightly to protect that lower back. Evening up on the last side. Back to the center. Circles of the pelvis. Slowly, small to start with. So we're going to go through all ranges of movement. Flexion, lateral flexion, extension. So nice to do 5 in each direction. Let's reverse it. Start off small. You might feel a little bit niggly in the lower back. Maybe it's because it needs more mobility. 2 more. Excellent. Last time. We're going to sit back now into what we would call a shell stretch in Pilates and take the weight off the wrists. Feet together. You might want to take those knees apart. And this is initially a lower back stretch. I actually feel it more for a lower back stretch with the knees together. Tucking my tail under, getting some flexion in that lower back and scooping in the belly. For the next few exercises, I'm going to take those knees apart. Keep the weight on your lower body. If it's available for you, we're going to stretch those arms forward, shoulder widths apart, maybe a bit wider. If this is too strong for you, place the elbows on the floor. I want you to gently press the chest down towards the floor, working on your spinal extension. Also good for the shoulders, which we'll do more later this week. All right, let's gently bring the elbows under the chest and sit back, coming out of that stretch. We're going to do it again. We're going to add on. I want you to be moving mindfully and slowly. So gently extend those arms forward. Could you go forward a little bit more? Ease the chest down towards the floor. Now I want you to bring the elbows down and shift your weight forward. Notice how I'm slowly lowering the whole body as one unit. Legs go wide, slight external rotation. Arms in a capital W. Draw the belly button into the spine to stabilize the lumbar spine. Small movement. Brushing the floor with the nose, keeping the ribs on the floor, coming up into thoracic extension. A little bit of help from the arms. Up for 4 and down for 4. Brush the floor with the nose, so we're leading with the crown of the head. Keep the ribs on the floor. And then gently coming down. Can we do 4 more? Pull the shoulder blades into your back pockets. If you feel it in the lower back, you could place a towel under your hip bones. So we don't want to hyperextend through that neck or leave the head behind. Last time. We're going to come out of that the same way we got into it. We're going to bring the feet together, slide the elbows under the shoulders, lift the hips, and slide yourself back into that shell stretch. Knees apart or together, focusing on the shell stretch. Scoop the belly in and slowly walk yourself back, coming up into kneeling. So, sitting back on the heels or however you are comfortable. Yeah, you could come upright. So I'm going to choose to sit down on my heels. So the knees hip bone distance apart. We're going to do a little bit of rotation in this position. Arms out to the side. If that's uncomfortable, bring them across the chest. Let's start with the arms here. Rotation. 2 counts to the right. Back to the center. Take your head along for the ride. So a little bit more challenging. Arms out to the side. The movement is in the thoracic spine. Exhale, take your head with you. You could also make it a little bit more intense, leading with the elbow. And then back to that T position. Exhale, squeezing the shoulder blade into the spine. So working a little bit into those back muscles. Last time, exhale. Back to the center. We're going to do a little bit of a side bend, support it, up and back. Belly button to spine. Make sure you're not arching your back. Get a little bit of side flexion and a little bit more of a stretch, so a little bit more advanced than what we've done before. Let's do 4 more. Exhale. Exhale, inhale when you come back to the center. 4 more. How are you doing, guys? Yeah? Hope you're enjoying it. Set you up for the day. Last time, come back to the center. I'm going to turn sideways. So we're slowly coming up to standing. So if you want to do it your way, but maybe watch me first, make sure it's okay, appropriate for you. You could walk over to the chair and use the chair if you want to. So I'm going to come back onto my 4-point kneeling. I'm going to curl my toes under. I'm going to lift my knees up. So I'm supported, hands on the floor. Walk my hands back. Now scoop in the belly. Inhale, exhale. Tuck your tailbone under. Coming up through lower back. Stacking the spine all the way up to your nice standing posture. Now mobilize the whole of the spine. So thank you for joining me today. I hope you felt the benefit. Feel better for that. I know the spine will. Let's finish with a nice inhale. And exhale, wishing you a great day, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow for ankle mobility, another really important joint to keep mobile.